Hello, you lovely, lovely people. Welcome back. The 1 year curse. The 1 year curse of being in the Philippines. And I'm saying that because this is when a lot of you could possibly go broke. And I'll explain why. Look at me, I haven't had a shave today, people. And I'll tell you for why. Is because my wife took all the razors away thinking they were old, and there was a brand new one in the... So I've got to go and buy one. There is not one razor in the house. She's thrown them all away. But listen, this 1 year curse. And what it is the same as when you go anywhere. You know, when you go anywhere for the first time, you spend. And you think that your pension, your state pension, let's just say, is going to last forever because you're in a developing country, in a third world country, as they say. And it's not the case. Here, it is getting more expensive. It's not as expensive as the West, but it's still getting more expensive. I've seen a big change in 9 years, people. A big change. So what you do when you come here, you know, you think that the peso is monopoly money, and it's not. It's not. So, you know, what you might do, you might rent a high-end apartment. Because don't forget, when you haven't been here for a certain time, you're still westernized. So you're still thinking Western things. You're still in that Western mindset. And that's what I mean. That 1 year curse. It's like, it takes you a good year to be here. If you haven't been here before several times and you know how it works here, if you haven't been here before and you come here with your pension and you think that, you know, your pension is going to buy you this, it's going to buy you that, like I said, you think of the peso as monopoly money, and it's not. It's got a value. And also, you think that everything is cheaper. Well, I think if you go around thinking like that, you are going to go broke. You are. The sooner you get that Western mindset out of your head, the better you'll become. And Jackie was in a fight yesterday with the dogs down here. He's injured. Only his ear. I don't know who's worse, this dog or, you know, the one he was fighting. He seems all right though. You know, he doesn't need to go to a vet. It was just a fight. Of course, the dog in season. But like I said, when you come here, people, and this is advice, is take care of your money. Don't flash it around. Don't think you buy this and buy that. Do it over the space of time, you know, because that way you will get more of a feel for the place, how much things cost here, and obviously how things can go bloody wrong, and they can go wrong. And think about your relationship. If you're in a relationship with a Filipina and it's the first time you've been here, how can I say this without sounding horrible, is if the family is demanding upon you, because they will be very nice to you, people, and you think this is a very nice family, you know, they're very tight and it's a good bond. I can do this for them, I can do that for them. Well, yeah, you can, but just take it from me, the more you give, the more people want. And it's true, people. It really is. And it's a horrible thing. I know it is, but it's the truth. So what I would, you know, suggest is make out, and you might be, but I'm just saying, even if you are, but make out you've only got a budget every month. You know, this budget's got to last me every month. Of course, many won't believe that, but make that quite clear, because if you keep doing what I did, you will certainly feel a pinch. And not only that, but it can cause a really bad rift in your relationship. So the sooner you get that sorted out, the better. If it happens, it might not happen. You know, you might come from a, you know, your partner might come from a, you know, like a well-to-do family where they are self-sufficient and got more money than you. But there are many little things. Medical bills. Now, I mean, if you're coming here with like a medical condition, high blood pressure, you know, high cholesterol, diabetes, it's not a problem, but you will have to maintain your medicine. Now, I don't know what that costs. I've got no idea. Some people say here that medicines is expensive. I don't know. It's just what some people say. But there is generics where you can get like a like a non-branded name. Uh, is it any good? I don't know. I don't take any medicines. But I think if you come in here with a more of a like not a chronic illness, because you can have diabetes for a long time, you can have high blood pressure for a long time. That's not a problem here. But of course, take this into consideration with your budget, because you'll need maintenance of your medications. And when you come, don't think of Western style and rent a big house. There's no need. You're in the Philippines now. Like, you're not in a competition with anybody. You're not keeping up with the Joneses. So the way that I see things is, when I came here before, when I split up from that person before, I got like a little 2-bedroom apartment, and it wasn't anything special, but it was only like, it was 4,000 a month, and it was 5,000 a month with the Wi-Fi, which was included in the rent. And it was a nice little place. It wasn't a palace, but there again, I didn't spend much time in there. It's hot. I was wanting to be out and about, and I was doing like a lot of fishing then, so I was really just going there. I was cooking my meals. I was cooking my meals, people. I was. Oh, God. Do you know what I started cooking in there a lot? Egg fried rice. I started cooking a lot of, like a lot of egg fried rice. Now I'm sick to death of rice. I'm sick to death of it. But I still eat it on the occasion, twice a week. I'm sick to death of it. Oh, I don't know how my wife can eat it like 20 times a day and still stay that fat. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And watch your takeaway meals, because that can mount up. Everything mounts up. So, you've got an expensive apartment. You might have a medication that you've got to maintain that every month. Then you are maybe going out, to fancy restaurants. And again, if you've got like a unlimited amount of money, this doesn't apply to you. It doesn't apply to you. It just applies to the normal person coming here on a state pension and a little bit of savings. You will deplete that. And then after that year, you're going to think, oh my God, I've got no money. I can't manage. It's because you're still Western. You've still got that Western mindset. The sooner you get that Western mindset out of your head, people, I'm telling you, the better off you'll be. And I don't mean, if you don't want to live like a Filipino, no one's asking you or telling you to do that. You can still buy vegetables here relatively cheap. Whether you get them fresh or not is two different things. Even we in this province, in the mountains here, and it's still hard to get fresh vegetables. They're like 2 or 3, 4 days old. So where they go first, when they first get harvested here, I don't know where they go. But we are quite lucky, because where we are, there is a farm over there, and I'm friends with the people who are on the farm. But they only farm fruits, people, so we get fruit all the time. Melons, bananas. Yeah, we got some bananas given this morning, about 3 kilos. She come around, Stephen, do you want some bananas? I think, oh, I've still got some. And my wife's Filipino, so she doesn't turn down nothing. And I'm thinking, well, we've got all them there. And I'm thinking, nah, not really. My wife comes out, yeah, because she's friends with them as well. So you've got about 3 kilos of a Lakatan banana, which makes these ones here senseless growing, because we get bananas from these people. But your bills will mount up, people, really. And as I said, don't think of the peso as a monopoly money, because it's, you will come unstuck. You really will. Do we live frugally? I think to a degree we live quite frugally, but that doesn't mean to say that we don't want, or we want for things. Because if we want to go out and buy this, we can. But if I was to have a different mindset where, oh, I'll buy this, I'll buy that, I'll buy this, I'll get that, I'll get like the imported food, then I know that the money that we have, it probably wouldn't stretch till the end of the month. And I know a lot of you are going to think, it's only the poor people who go to the Philippines. Well, I think it's the poor people who stay in the West on their state pension. They are more poor than the poor people here, like us, with their state pensions, because at least here it does go a little bit further. But like I said in another previous video, I said, would many of us come here if we were rich in our own countries? And I sincerely don't think so many foreigners would be here. That's just my feeling. I think a lot of people come here because they can have a better quality of life, perhaps. Their money will go a little bit further, but only if you follow a few steps, which I've just said. And I think one of you, and aircon, you know, I know many of you will want aircon and many of you will not be able to live without it in this, you know, this tropical climate, but you don't need it on all the time. You don't need it on all the time. We haven't got aircon. We've never had aircon because, well, you can see, our roof is very high. Right over there, the blue roof, you know, it's 2 stories, so downstairs, it's cool as a cucumber. With an electric fan, it's cool as a cucumber. But, you know, when you're in like a, you know, like a rented accommodation, maybe you will. But keep that down to minimal. Electric has increased here in this province. It's increased by 2 pesos extra a month, or 3 pesos a month. I can't remember. And everyone's moaning about the price of you know the electric here now. So just bear these things in mind. You know, because each cost mounts up. It all mounts up. You know, you do the math, you think, I spent this on that. Oh my goodness, I'm running tight. I'm running tight. So just bear this in mind, people. You know, don't be in that first year curse, really. Because you know, like, I mean, if you've made it here for a year and you're managing all right, then you've done it. Then you've done it. You know, you've managed to manage your budget and you've managed to make a life here. It's the people who are here up until that first year, because a lot of people find it hard to get that Western mindset out of their head. Now, like I said before, I'm like a chameleon. Like, I can blend in anywhere. And my wife, fortunately, is very, very, she's very frugal, very, and she saves. She's a saver. Thank heaven, she's a saver, not a spender. But you know, anyway, look, these good, aren't they? Coming up. We've got 180 trees in here now, all told. So my wife said, she counted them. 180, and we've got another 18 to go in. So there'll be about 200 trees. 200 trees. That's enough. Look, the beans have finished almost. No, there's still some on there. My wife comes in with, she comes here every morning with Zach, if it's not raining, and picks them up. Look at the calabasa, look. The kamoting kahoy, not calabasa. Oh, that kamoting kahoy. I don't even like it. But, you know, the person who we let plant there, they're going to come and harvest that. And I don't know what's going to happen with it. I don't care. But that's it, people. Just bear in mind that 1 year curse. Get the Western mindset out your head as soon as you possibly can, and start enjoying your life here. Don't go back to your country and think, I can't manage in the Philippines, I've got no money. Don't think that. People, listen, I'm going to go. I'm going to say over and out. Whatever you're doing, do it well, and stay healthy. Very important, stay healthy. Bye-bye, people.